doing a much better job converting here on Gunrunner, so they got to keep it up. They got to bounce back. They got to figure something out to try to take down Faze, who on offense again have been fierce and Faze already with the double kill.
Fast start for him. Trade did come through, though. It was Size that shut him down. There's, of course, a map that Florida have just played, but there's a ginormous flank on that minimap. Number 5, that's Priester. Furthest right. That's going to cause all sorts of problems. I don't think Florida have any idea he's there. And as the trades come through, he's going to be the playmaker.
In my mind, Priest is just going to win them this round just on the flank. Should be able to shoot players in the back unless his teammates kill him before he can get there. But there's no way that player is going to know. And, well, it does come down to 1v1.
Priester tagged. Prestini, is he going to go for the challenge? Has to be careful. Prestini has Priester dead to rights and gets the kill as well. A huge 1v1 in round 1 from Prestini. You needed him to have the ice in his veins, and he doesn't disappoint. 3 kills for him in this round.
And that is a beautiful 3v5. There should have been no way Florida Mutineers had any right to win that round. You open up, Faze just gets the double kill, which, yes, you do trade out, but then the flank from Priester. I mean, he got the kill for free, shooting the player in the back, and had a pretty good advantage going against Priester as well for the positioning. But he just lit Priest up, even though he's on the rock.
As soon as that flank comes in, if you're Florida Mutineers, you're worried about so much. You're worried about behind you, you're worried about in front of you. You have to try and hunt down the remaining players from Atlanta Faze, but overall, a great start. And as I mentioned, for Prestini, 3-0 to kick off Game 2.
Former teammates. Faze opens up with 2. Prestini finishes
Something
off with 3.
About, yeah.
Little SND bounce back, trying to vie for being the better player.
Former United crew, so what a day for Prestini emotionally, right? Plays against his brother, former teammate, now playing against more former teammates here in the final, and a great start for him, as we said, in round number 1. But round number 2 underway. You really want to go through that door, Simp? Havoc's not going to let you.
We've seen this out in Florida where they just play corner to corner around the door, and Simp, well, he's got a lot to worry about. That bomb is going to get planted. This retake is not easy. Of course, if Faze makes moves, he'll be coming up behind Prestini. The question is who's going to hear? Meanwhile, selling him up top, you got gunfights everywhere. Prestini wins his, and Havoc's going to find the next.
Havoc just running around, top blue crate, running around the Rosie. Simp will fall. Mox with the trade, but trades absolutely everywhere. Mox and Frosty still up here for Florida. With 20 seconds on the bomb, it's down to Priester now. Try and find Frosty. He did, but couldn't find the kill. Florida Mutineers take the advantage, 2-0.
And we have seen this quite a bit from Faze, where they're kind of happy to give up that B plant and try to go for the full-on 5-man retake. Got a couple times where they've been successful, but this adds to the list of a couple times where they are not. Florida, 2 rounds in a row. Doing a very nice job by the bounce back, and got to give credit where credit is due. Prestini in his first bloods. Yes, he gets traded pretty quickly after, but just finding that opening kill on Gunrunner can be massive.
Definitely can. As now, Faze, they'll go back onto the attacking side. See, Florida, as you would expect, really pushing over towards B. Trying to set the defensive play, but Prestini just gone straight through the smoke. I don't know about that one. And Selim says, well, okay, thank you for a first blood.
Seems like every now and again, Florida, some players see smoke on the map, they flip the coin and hope they can make a play this time.
Hey, we've seen it work.
No benefit. Atlanta very far back in their spawn. Frosty on the cross, though.
This is important. He's in a great little spot, and he has teammates as well acting as a distraction, but skies will fall. Simp gives Atlanta Faze a massive advantage, and Priester will follow that through as well. It's surely Atlanta Faze's first round in Game 2.
Priester again on the flank, wins a close gunfight, but his teammates were there for the trades. Frosty, he had the cross earlier, and now he is stuck in a very poor corner. Simp has him locked down. Priester there for the trade. Perfect teamwork.
Basically an alley-oop, really. Simp tags him up, and Priester says, I got you. Just jumps straight across, and Frosty dead to rights. Absolutely nothing he could do. Atlanta Faze, they got on the board.
And Florida's got to keep this in the back of your mind. That's the second time we've seen Priester get all the way around back. They dealt with it pretty well the first time around, when they just flew on the aggression on defense. This time a little bit more stagnant. Priester starts causing problems, and well, now he leads the lobby with 6 kills.
Yeah, 6 and 2. It's Major Maniac who's struggling a little bit in the first 3 rounds. Still looking for his first kill, 0-3. But we start off on board. A little bit easy for this round. Atlanta Faze trying to defend B. Beasy may be able to find that first blood very, very shortly. Unless a potential rotation comes through. I don't think we're going to see that just yet. Have it tagged up. Almost full. Stays alive. Mox gets first blood. Simp should be able to trade that very quickly, though, as Prestini drops and Simp, well, just gets straight out.
Time is going to be of the essence for Florida. They do have 55 seconds, but because of that flank from Simp that got a kill, they're dedicating 1 man for the flank. Means they don't have a ton of resources to push towards B, but at some point, they just have to make that move.
I think Havoc saw him cross. Time ticking. Monk's tagged up. Priest are looking for any angle he can possibly try and find. Shots going down to no avail. You still have one player from Florida Mutineers trying to watch the flank to see if anyone from Faze can get a little overzealous. Bomb has gone down, though. Faze now looking for the retake.
Skies with that opening pick, and actually Simp effectively has a trade on the map. Faze right now, they have the site surrounded. Priest is able to find the next pick and now just needs to stay alive and wait for his teammates to help him out.
Skies and Havoc. 2v3. Skies will find one. Havoc somehow gets away as well. Skies may have to worry a little bit about what's going on toward the bomb site, but Simp's going to try and push him. Simp weak as well, but he will win the gunfight. On the other side, Havoc still alive though. 14 seconds. Surely the round won by Florida.
And Havoc, he wins all these rounds. Simp makes the right read for the kill, but Havoc times it perfectly to make sure Simp can't get the defuse. A smart play coming in from Havoc, a situation he has been in, at this point, probably thousands of times 100%. In his career.
Just played the 1v1, so smart, very disciplined, didn't needlessly just fly out, knew he couldn't possibly be on bomb, waited for the perfect time to check, and of course, Simp not on the bomb. Yes, Simp will get the kill, doesn't matter though, Florida take the round. 3-1 the advantage here in game 2. Nope, Major Maniac still looking for that first kill here in game 2.
I was gonna say, Simp and Priest need a little bit of help. Abizi opened up the game with a double kill, hasn't gotten a single thing since in the next 3 rounds. Versini has been a first blood machine, and timing goes well. Might be able to attack another one on the board.
Prestini being so sneaky. Door already open for him, so he's searching. What will he find? Well, there's Abizi. Makes it 4v4. Gets away very, very quickly. Did not even allow Priest at any time to search for that trade. So 4 versus 4. Under a minute on the clock. Faze one.
Faze are waiting right now for Florida to make a mistake, and actually, no, instead of making a mistake, they're just gonna surge on forward. Simp drops the bomb, though, in a rough spot, but Celium, he's got the AR, has players tagged up, so has clearance to potentially go pick it up, and once again, for the 3rd time, Priest on the flank on defense, gets the opening pick for the round. Havoc, good luck, have fun.
He's just so sneaky. Havoc will be able to find at least one. Now, though, pressure for the 1 versus 2. Major Maniac and Celium still up. Major Maniac hasn't found a kill yet.
They've got him trapped in. He opens up the door. There's no one on bomb. Celium's waiting for him to make the move.
Is he trapped?
Havoc, he has wasted quite a bit of time off the clock. Celium forced to plant. Havoc has time to work with.
So bomb planted. Havoc for the 1v3 clutch if he's able to do this. Still 2 players from Atlanta Faze up. Havoc doesn't have his dead silence. He did use it earlier in this round. Just comes down to, can you find Celium make a 1 versus 1? Celium the closest player, he will. Is he gonna find a kill? He knows he has to challenge quickly, but Major Maniac's there. He gets all the information in the world. The smoke goes out. Somehow, Havoc is stolen away. Can he win the gunfight? Almost. But Atlanta Faze clutch up. But Chance, I'm gonna be honest with you, that got scary.
That was nearly a gift of a smoke grenade. But either way, Major Maniac does get the kill. The issue there for Havoc, he never had information on where Major Maniac was. He spends all that time clearing out the forest area. He had no idea that he was actually trapped in showers earlier, as Major Maniac was watching the back.
Priest at 9-4. You've called it out a couple of times now, Chance. Priest just hitting the flank so consistently.
In different ways now, too.
And it's going to be so frustrating for Florida because as soon as you think you've picked it up, he's hit it by some complete different route.
There's now, though, back on the attack is Florida. They've been very happy to be stagnant, but Abizi is not one of those players. He is up in your face, in your grill. Another first blood to his name.
Instantly backs away as well. Plays his life, so Atlanta Faze with the 1-man advantage, the 5 versus 4. And it is Florida on the attack. Bomb goes down at B. Can they hold the site? Havoc's in a cheeky little spot here. I'm not sure Atlanta Faze are going to know it. It's about how long can he stay alive, and can Florida, oh well, maybe Minions may actually spot it here. The shots go down. Frosty shuts down Priester, and all Major Minions has to do is look over towards his right-hand side. If Easy shuts down Frosty, Havoc did fall as well. So just Skies and Mox up for Florida. They all fall, and Atlanta Faze tie things up.
And it was just beautiful timing coming in from Faze. Simp went on the longest flank, but he waited for it very patiently. Also, we pointed out Havoc was up top. Abizi just sniffed him out, found him, gets the kill. So you saw the idea. Let Havoc kind of be the hero man for the bomb. Let everyone else deal with the players. But as soon as Havoc falls, everyone else turns towards that bomb. Simp says, thank you very much. I'll take the free double kill.
Just really good timing going out from Atlanta Faze as they tie up this search and destroy. And again, it's Priester and Simp leading the way for the Atlanta boys.
18-8.
Combined, yeah, great stat line for both of those two. On the other side for Florida, it's kind of even across the board, Chance.
If they could just watch the flank, they'd be in a much better spot.
Would help, for sure. Speaking of watching the flank, well, there's two players from Florida looking over towards that A-side push, which I don't think is going to come through for Atlanta Faze. They slow down the pace massively here, waiting to see if potentially someone from Florida is going to open down.
And look at the adjustment from Florida. One, the grenades on point, but they've actually had two players kind of dedicated to waiting for Priester to make his move on the flank. But either way, first blood is nice, but the move is in. But the trades are there. They had enough dedication to sniff out and take care of Priester.
It only took two players watching the flank, and finally, they are able to shut down Priester with a trade. And that trade will see a one-man advantage for Florida Mutineers. Of course, on the defensive side here, 4 versus 3. However, Abizi might just find the opening. And successfully there, Mox stays alive. And Abizi wants to push through, but Simp, swing and a miss, and Mox makes him pay. Havoc finds Abizi. Major Maniac now all on his lonesome. The 1 versus 4, he makes it a 1v3. But don't hold your breath, Atlanta, with 20 seconds left. I don't think Florida's going to give that one away. They go back into the lead, 4 rounds to 3.
That push from Florida was perfect. It was very close to being the complete opposite. That was, you could feel those collats when they're about to come in.
It's a good read, though. It's a good read. Knowing Simp has a sniper rifle and know that they have to challenge in, a more unconventional way.
Just making sure you double challenge out.
Exactly.
One guy wide peeks, one guy takes the close angle, make sure you win the gunfight. That was obviously a great point. The most important thing was find Priest on the map, shut him down. He's been just
a menace.
Completely involved. He's been up in your grill the entire time, double digits. You sniff him out, you get the kill. It makes your job that much easier. That's where the adjustment came in from Florida Mutineers on defense.
We've seen Prestini snipe on this map today. Several times. That cannot happen, folks. Abizi just destroyed Frosty. Major Maniac also finds the pick on towards Havoc, so now 5 versus 3. Honestly, the saving grace there for Frosty is none of his teammates saw that happen.
I would hate to play against Abizi.
I think we all would, Chance, to be honest with you. As Prestini still with snipe at the back of the map, he'd love for his teammates to be able to try and plant B, but the problem is they're just not able to get anywhere close. It's a bit of an issue. Of course, Atlanta Faze pushed so far up, and of course, Florida Mutineers so deep into their own spawn that you're really relying now on Prestini hitting a very impressive snipe, which, I mean, if you're Atlanta Faze, you just don't have to peek in this final 30 seconds.
You might need to hit a couple. Major Maniac might be the first victim, but either way, there's just basically no time on this clock. Florida, you got to make your move, and you got to do it now. So much of Atlanta Faze, though. Past the 50-yard line, you have 18 people watching the cross. Major Maniac might not even need to do anything. Prestini actually hits the collider, hits the second player. Hits a nasty shot, got 2, but again, eventually you get traded out in the 5 versus 3.
Would have been nice, right? The sniper 1 versus 4, not today. Atlanta Faze. So much pressure on the B site did not allow Florida out. As Atlanta tie it up once again, 4-4.
I see the possibility of a collat, and it just stays in my head forever. Until
like the day is over.
Anytime I see 2 snipes, that's just going to be my hopes and dreams. But either way, nice bounce back round. They just need to find Priest and Simp on the map and kill them.
I'm curious to see how Florida are going to play this defensively now, because last time they sent 2 players over towards A, expecting the Priest flank to come through. Can they get that similar read, or instead of they're just going to try and push through? Well, Havoc tries to make the smoke play, which we've seen so often from Florida, and it doesn't work out. Feeds a first blood again to Abizi. Now it's Atlanta Faze with the 1-man advantage.
Abizi has been a machine. Skies is going to fall as Simp gets that kill, and now Prestini, he's got a sniper, and this is not the spot you wanted. Means the shot he's going to have to hit to be that much tougher.
Abizi does fall, but it was his 4th first blood in this game too. Bomb now also being planted, 3 versus 3. Considering the start, Florida not in the worst possible position here. Can they find the sniper on the outskirts? So it's going to be Prestini that challenges Selly and makes him pay. There's no double chow, so now Atlanta Faze with the man advantage.
Sun goes for the wide peek. Doesn't even get punished for it. And now Priesty here for at least one trade. Mox for the 1v2 time, not on his side. Going to hunt, selling him down, but he gets tagged up on the cross. Situationally perfect
and
from Faze.
It's funny, you think, what, 3 or 4 rounds all the way back when Simp is by himself, the double child that goes up with Crate, you don't see that from Florida, and you see a completely different result.
And my favorite thing about that round is Simp, he's like punching open the fan so he can get like nades and stuns to do, trying to do the smart thing, and BZ's like, I'm just gonna go kill him, and just bolts through and just causes so many problems. His level of speed is absurd. Just again, it's nothing but first bloods from this man. He has, what, 4 of them so far this game, something crazy. Maybe he'll just continue it, just fly out. You've been winning the gun.
I mean,
why stop?
Right, it's been working. It's been a recipe for success. That and, of course, Priester being a nuisance on the map. So many little flanks, consistently forcing Florida to panic and worry about what's behind them. As Florida back on the attack here in what could be the final round of map 2, or can they force a round 11 to try and tie up this grand final? Celine tagged again and somehow again stays alive.
Slippery Snake is going to check the bomb. No, it's clear. Havoc, though. Greasy gang up top. Couple players in you. And he just gets taken down by a BZ. Faze trying to go up 2-0 in the series. Major Maniac nose bombs down. Skies is able to find 2.
That's a huge trade from Skies. Just when it looks like the round is going away from Florida Mutineers, he springs into life, forces a 3v3, but Priester says sit down. Frosty with the trade again, though, so now 2 versus 2. 30 seconds on the clock. Pristini and Frosty are up. But unfortunately for Pristini, Simp's gonna see him, and Simp's gonna find the kill. It leaves Frosty for the 1 versus 2 with 18 seconds left. The only information he has is Simp. Now the 1 versus 1, but the round